Hello and welcome back to another glamour video for Final Fantasy XIV. This time I wanted to share with you another little creation of mine. This time for my paladin, which sadly I don't play as much as I should these days. In this case, however, I wanted something to design around the chest piece that's very prominent here, which of course isn't dyeable, but I love it, and we'll come to that in a moment. I call this set then my Ivilician Stag-Knight glamour. I thought that was an interesting play on words. It's something that instantly makes me feel like a mix of Dark Souls and a sort of like Game of Thrones sort of set combined. Definitely one of my favourite combinations of items for a tank I've sort of put together so far. To make this then, starting with the helm at the top, this is the deep gold helm of fending. I've dyed this cork brown dye, and cork brown looks incredibly good on metallic surfaces, and I think this was as close to the chest piece's colour as I could get. I tried to match everything together as well as I could. I spent quite some time tinkering with what helm I wanted, and obviously if brass would work, which it didn't, or gold, but in the end I went with that brown, and I chose this. I thought this really sort of helped bring out the design of the sort of theme of the set, and sometimes you see in medieval designs, and in fact in Game of Thrones with the Baratheon sets with the stag, you know, I thought it would look a little bit like that. For a level 70 crafted tank helm, I do like this one quite a bit. The chest then, which is what this all sort of revolves around in terms of design, this is the Ivilician Squire's Tunic. This is the level 70 tank chest. Undyeable, but this is actually from the Royal City of Rabanasta. I love this chest piece, it's so incredible. It's one of the more unique chests I've seen for tanks. I love the flowing cape, the brass design, the sort of checkerboard inlay thing with that sort of crest going on, the thick shoulders. It just frankly begged for its own creation, so I wanted to make something around it today. For the gloves then, I went with the High Mithrite Gauntlets of Fending. These are a level 60 tank pair of hands that are craftable, which are also dyed cork brown here. I think there's no reason to go overly flashy with gauntlets when they fit as well as they do here. As for the boots, I went with the Doman Iron Greaves of Fending. These are also crafted and are for tanks level 64 and above. Of course, you can get this from a market board. Dyed, you guessed it, cork brown. I like those quite a bit. They're very long and will cover all the way up to the top, which is also why I've not listed any legs, because you can't see them. Additionally then, I'm sure many will be asking, this sword is the Genji Shishishito. My goodness. Shishishito. Yes, that's exactly what it says, isn't it, Meoni? You can get this either from Deltascape 4 Savage as a drop from the Genji coffer from that particular boss, Neo Extef, or from collecting and exchanging data logs from that same boss on Savage and buying the weapon in Rauga's Reach. This then is dyed cork brown, as you might expect. This sword is one of the main reasons I wanted to farm Deltascape in the first place, as well for the, obviously, Alta Roite mount. The weapons are overwhelmingly good. I would highly recommend it. It's easily unsinkable with a group of 7 of your friends, and comes with some great dye palettes actually. I've had this sword in ruby red, jet black, pure white. All of them have looked exceptional. It's one of my personal favourites and looks great with this set in my own opinion. And to go with this, I went with a nice dyeable shield that's not overly flashy. Originally I went for the Eureka shield, but the glow sort of, faded in my brain a little bit. I wanted something kind of rustic and basic, but looks like it means business, and this is the craftable Knight Steel Shield for level 70 tanks. This is also dyed cork brown. I think it's just enough of fancy to make it stand out, but also complements the colour scheme quite well, and it just looks nice on your back. It's not too big, it's not too small. Obviously, there's plenty of other shields I could have gone for from raids, but this was nicely accessible for me today. I think personally then, this is one of my best sort of mishmashes I've put together. It's by no means the most original thing in the universe, but on the off chance that you guys were interested, I thought I'd pop this video up, as I know some of you like glamour creations as much as I. Thank you all kindly for watching. Let me know what you think of this set, or if this gave you some good ideas of your own. I'm always eager to see what ideas you guys come up with, as you're way more creative than I am for the most part. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time.